He is just a total fart rocket. Is Ron on the team?
Shut it!
Nicely done. Ron is covered in pads. He's just covered in pads. Doesn't want to get hurt.
Agile. I like my chances.
Holy cow, Mr. Miyagi.
First name basis, know what I mean?
This is exactly what high school's like. He's good. You gotta hand it to him. Is Hermione supposed to be like one of the really popular girls? But she's kind of a nerd though, isn't she? Isn't she supposed to be like a nerd? That's a little confusing.
I hope Cormac's not taking it too hard. It's got a bit of a thing.
Now Ron's gonna be insufferable. He's vile? I don't think she feels that way.
I'd like to know whose that book was. Let's have a look, shall we?
No.
So would I.
The binding is fragile.
The binding is fragile.
Yeah.
The girls are
That's
ganging
what it
up
says
on
right
him.
here. This book is property of the Half-Blood Prince.
Careful, the binding's fragile. The handwriting looks like it could be similar to Tom Riddle's.
Only holding hands and snogging.
I'd like to leave.
What?
That's gotta be a weird feeling.
Happens to be my sister.
So? What if she looked over here and saw you snogging me? Would you expect her to get up and leave?
I can remember when it was one broomstick. All hands on deck, Granger. Listen, my boy. In the old days, I used to... Do you game?
I'd consider it an honour, sir.
Everything is proceeding precisely as I have foreseen it.
Get to know him. I don't know. It must be important. If it wasn't, Dumbledore wouldn't ask.
Good explanation. It's as simple as that. Good enough for Ron.
I warned her! I warned her not to touch it!
Holy... That would kill somebody. Handle this, Hagrid.
Do not touch that, except for the wrappings. Do you understand?
This woman does not age.
Why is it, when something happens, it is always you three?
Believe me, Professor, I've been asking myself the same question for 6 years.
If she was delivering that to Professor Dumbledore, she wasn't doing it knowingly. It was Malfoy.
That is a very serious accusation, Potter.
Indeed. Your evidence?
I just know.
Well,
You just...
that's not gonna cut the mustard, Harry.
You astonish with your gifts, Potter. Gifts mere mortals can only dream of possessing. How grand it must be to be the chosen one.
Oh, he's still got the map.
He was running his hands all over my sister, wasn't he? Something snaps. You've got to hate him, you know? On principle. I suppose.
Yes, correct.
So what is it he sees in her?
You know, she's got nice skin.
Skin. You're saying Dean's dating my sister because of her skin?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying it could be a contributing factor.
Mine's got nice skin.
True.
You say, as skin goes, I mean.
I've never really thought about it.
Girls, you're wondering. This is precisely what our conversations as guys when we're teenagers. This is how they go.
Because my dad says potions are rubbish. His only potion worth having is a stiff one at the end of the day.
That's an old school thing. You stand up when the woman enters. How does Harry know that? This guy's a weirdo.
The sand runs in accordance with the quality of the conversation. If it is stimulating, the sand runs slowly.
This guy's kind of a creepy teacher.
Shelf, sir. Tom Riddle, you were his teacher.
If the monster existed, it was buried deep within.
That's disconcerting for Harry, who's afraid of that very fact. For himself. He does look like an old school footballer. American football, that is.
So how was it then?
How was what?
Your dinner party?
Pretty boring, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think Harry enjoyed dessert. Slughorn's having Christmas do, you know. And we're meant to bring someone.
I expect you'll be bringing McLagan. He's in the Slug Club, isn't he?
Actually, I was going to ask you.
Really?
The Slug Club. It's a good name
Good
for
luck
it.
today. Hello, everyone. You look dreadful, Ron. Is that why you put
Does that hat just blink?
Liquid luck. Don't drink it, Ron.
Come on, Harry. We've got a game to win.
I bet it wasn't actually the thing. I bet it's just a placebo. Now Ron thinks he's got luck and so he's gonna play better. You watch. That's just the thing that Harry would do. Ah. I don't like Quidditch matches. Dang, Ron. Maybe it was the real potion.
You shouldn't have done it.
I suppose I could have just used the Confundus charm.
Ooh!
That was a tryout.
Snap!
It was an actual game. Didn't put it in.
I knew it! Whoa! It's getting a little extreme now. It got real for Hermione. Aww. Wow, it's a great little shot.
You're my best friend.
Awkward.
Oops. A pugno.
What? Hell hath no fury than a woman scorned.
It feels like this.
There's a lot of teen love foolishness going on, but it's not bothering me yet because it seems so integral to the story, not just thrown in to pay service to the fans who are watching.
That's Romilda Vane. Apparently she's trying to smuggle you a love potion.
Really?
She's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
But I am the chosen one. Kidding.
You deserve that. Yeah, you gotta stay away from the creepies who are like stalking you. Stay away. If they like you too much, they're too much.
Luna's not well awake.
Luna's a good choice.
I wear shoes to bed.
Who wears shoes to bed? It's one of the worst things in life. That feeling when the blanket catches on the rubber. Ah! Oh. It's the same feeling I get when I see Malfoy. What is this guy's deal? Snow White's apple. No. Sleeping Beauty. So now he's able to, like, send stuff to Voldemort. It actually is called the Slug Club. This is weird. What kind of a teacher does this?
Dragon tartar.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Just as well. They give one horribly bad breath.
Oh, second thoughts. Might keep Cormac at bay.
Yeah.
This guy's a sleaze.
You've just bought yourself a month's detention, Dragon. He's traveling, and he won't return until term resumes.
Certainly. Professor.
Snape, you better be a double agent because I've defended you quite a bit. And if you're being serious...
To protect you. I made the unbreakable vow.
You arrogant little fart.
I was chosen. This is my moment.
Harry. This has to stink to know Snape. I mean, he suspected him in the first movie. Is Ron really that much of an idiot? Okay, this is dumb. Come on. We get it. We get it.
Lovely. All she wants to do is stop me.
Break an unbreakable vow.
Thank you. Back to this conversation at hand. I would be very upset if Snape dies.
I know it sounds mad.
Dumbledore's judgment. Dumbledore trusts Snape, therefore I do.
Dumbledore can make mistakes.
Me too.
You're blinded by hatred.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. People are disappearing, Harry. Daily.
I'm with Lupin.
We can only place our trust in a handful of people. If we start fighting amongst ourselves, we're doomed.
Yeah. Bible. A nation divided against itself cannot stand. A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Open up, you.
Oh no, she put a love potion in
Don't
it.
you trust me?
No. Weird. Wow, you guys are right. This has a lot of relationship silliness. This movie's very good so far. It's had a few scenes that dragged a bit, but even in those scenes, unlike in some of the past movies, even in those scenes, they're still keeping the central story about Snape and Malfoy and Dumbledore and all this sort of intrigue that's going on above everything. They keep interjecting it within those side story moments, like the party, which wasn't a fantastic scene, but Snape comes in with this weird message, and then they sneak out, and Malfoy's out in the hallway. So even these slower moments that are sort of ancillary to the plot, seemingly, the director hasn't lost sight of what's truly important. They're taking they're taking many excursions into the teen romance stuff, but they're keeping that main story right in front of you the whole time. Right in front of you. And Luna's not boring in this. She's just this fun, wacky character who keeps popping in. There aren't these long, drawn-out scenes where she's just staring off into the distance and occasionally pulling out a piece of meat and throwing it at an animal. Much better.
Are you all right, Mr. Weasley?
We're being followed, all of us. Most days, Molly doesn't leave the house.
Did you get my owl?
Yes, I did.
A vanishing cabinet.
She's already found it.
Ray can transport you practically anywhere. Tricky contraptions, though. Very temperamental.
So it is a transporter. Ooh, who's watching? Shaky cam.
Delicious.
It's lagging! This is excellent. The constant pressure and threat is always there. She is very sweet. Oh boy. Wow. The threat quite literally is there. Oh, this psychopath. Nah, he can take her. Unless she does an abracadabra. That'll take anybody out at any time. She loves him though, so I guess she's trying to protect him. Uh-oh.
Harry?
Oh no, don't let something bad happen to her. Who's that guy? Here come the big guns. She's gonna run away. Here's the problem with the abracadabra, whatever you spell. Why doesn't everybody just use it all the time? Why do you use any other spell if you really want somebody dead? It's kind of a story breaker, in my opinion. It's unblockable. Just use that, nothing else. Oh no, his wife. Oh, thank goodness. It's just the house.
Bloody lucky you weren't killed. Sorry. You have to realize who you are.
Especially with the abracadabra spell. Okay, I'm officially sick of her. I'm officially sick of her. Get her out of here. If they're trying to annoy me with her, they're doing a great job. Dumbledore's back? And he's showing him another memory?
They're not like you. They might...
Oh, he knows how to butter someone up.
Yeah, no.
This guy's so easily flattered.
In the restricted section. And I read something rather odd about a bit of rare magic. And I thought perhaps you could illuminate me. It's called, as I understand it...
Beg your pardon? I don't know anything about such things, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. But you're mentioning it again!
Whoa!
Confused? I'd be surprised if you weren't.
Well, I don't understand.
I'm confused.
What happened?
I want you to persuade him to divulge his true memory. Any way you can.
He can use that spell that Snape taught him. Right?
This memory is everything. Without it, we leave the fate of our world to chance. You have no choice. You must not fail.
Dumbledore has just raised the stakes. His hand is still maimed, too. What is the deal with that?
What I mean to say is... well, he's not like you. You might misunderstand. Is that what you told Tom Riddle, sir, when he came asking questions?
Oh, boy. Harry, it's a little... You're coming in a little strong.
Dumbledore put you up to this, didn't he?
Do you see? Now now he knows that why Dumbledore tried to get him to come to the.
You, Potter.
No, you're no longer his favorite. You blew it. He's been drugged.
Never annoy me. I think I love her.
He's a close talker. It was for Harry.
What's that for?
How does this fit into the story, though? If this is just nonsense, his acting is not good. Magic
I'm
is
sorry,
dangerous.
I won't bother you with questions about Voldemort.
Don't use that name.
You idiot! Don't you know that by now?
Given the circumstances.
I hope that's not alcoholic.
Yeah,
This
Potter?
teacher's weird as it is, eh?
Ron!
Ron's dying! Jeez.
I had intended to give it as a gift myself.
To whom, I might ask?
To you, Headmaster.
I was asking you the same question.
Oh no.
I happen to be his girlfriend. I happen to be
Oh no.
you daft dimbo.
Oh my
I always find him
gosh.
interesting. I'm here. I'm here.
Wake me out of this nightmare. He said Hermione's name. Oh, that's gotta be soul crushing. Oh, wow. Soul
Oh, to be
crushing.
young and to feel love's keen sting. Oh, more everybody. Mr. Weasley is well tended.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Dumbledore. You guys are probably gonna say this movie is like one of the worst adapted from the books or something. But I like it. Would he go into the room of requirement or something? This is like the Prestige. Oh. I wonder if at some point Malfoy will realize the true nature of the evil he's associating with, and will... I'm really hoping he, like, turns back and becomes good. I think that would be an amazing message, that redemption message. She carving into that
Isn't she?
table.
Harry.
For enemies.
Trying to remember. I just can't.
Did you just remember? The Aryan Brotherhood? It's too convenient. Like, I know Malfoy's up to no good, obviously. But it's too convenient that he'd be behind everything. Like, is Snape behind some of it? Or someone we don't suspect is behind stuff? Like Slughorn or whatever his name is? Oh, it's really getting to him. Is it the pressure, or does he feel like wrong? Oh, here we go.
I know what you did, Malfoy.
Oh, wow.
You hexed her.
Is, Moaning Myrtle gonna pop out of a cupboard, help Harry out? Oh, wait, but Snape is supposed to protect him, so what does this mean? Oh, Snape is like, you've got to be kidding me.
Valmera Senentur